Whoops, hang on. Hey, hello Spurs fans. Nothing to see here. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Welcome to the Hotspur Hippie, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. The background's going, it's all going good. I clicked the wrong button. Professional streamer, which I can say now, I'm a professional streamer. I hope you're all well. I'm excited because it's match day. Yes, that's it. Ange Postecoglou's mighty blue and white army are going to be strolling out on that pitch to take on the indomitable, what they call again, Sailor City Lions? Is it Sailors? Titans of Asian football, man. I'm expecting a good, exciting game. I don't mean to disrespect the Singaporean players there at all, because they're in the full throes of their season. I think it's going to be an interesting game because they're going to be all match fit and something to prove, you know. Some of those players won't get the chance to play a team like Tottenham again, so they're going to be up for it, I'm sure. Are Ange's men going to be up to it? Now, I suppose before we get all, you know, all football-y, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, the mummified elephant carcass that is near-death experience expert Joe Lewis, who about 10 hours ago or so was indicted in New York for shenanigans, for financial malfeasance, or whatever they call it. I'm not a lawyer. He's been indicted for insider trading. And I like the way the prosecutor in his statement said he gave favours to mates and lovers. Can you imagine that, Joe Lewis? I don't even think about it. I've got that image in my brain now. Thanks, prosecutor. You could have left that bit off. Also, the prosecutor said, well, you know, well, he probably didn't talk in an English accent. Well, you know, he's been. This is cheating. This is corporate cheating. And this is the world we live in. I'm probably not going to go on too much about it. I understand if you in the chat want to vent your spleens over all this, because it's all quite new news. But I'm not really fussed, to be honest. It's the way of the world where, you know, you can be a billionaire and you can, I said this in a video earlier, but you might not have seen it. You can be a billionaire and screw every last cent out of every employee you've got. You can fleece your customers with increasing prices beyond what they can afford, and don't worry about it because the bank will take care of that with putting up interest rates to screw them a bit more. And that difference between how much you underpay your workers and how much you overcharge your customers, that's what we call profit. That's all yours. You can have that. You can have that. No worries. That's all perfectly above board. We don't worry about that. What we do worry about in the Western world, though, is if you start ripping off rich people, which is all insider trade, and that's all they give a crap about. Someone's got the ump because he's done a few deals and favours with mates, and either someone's been left out on the outside and ratted Lewis up, sung like a canary, stitched him up like a kipper, or maybe it's one of his lovers that have got the heebie-jeebies and dobbed him in. I don't think it makes any difference to Tottenham Hotspur myself. His empire was so big that Tottenham Hotspur was like a pimple on it, you know. And he was always at arm's length. The only time he ever turned up at Tottenham was when there was a boxing match. And you know, I'm not really that fussed. I've been looking at the Spursosphere on Twitter, or X. Billionaires, eh? X, as the cool kids are calling it. How can you trademark a letter, Elon? I mean, come on, dude. Ugh. And there's a lot of people erupting all over the place about this, you know, we're going to lose sponsorship and maybe the Premier League will force Spurs to sell. I mean, who cares, man? It's match day. It's match day. We're taking on the Sailor City Lions, currently riding third in the Singaporean league. That's really all I care about. But I understand it. It's a big news thing, so we'll have a little chat about it and cover it, and I'll see what I've got bookmarked here because I've got a bit more stuff about it. But I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to be a channel that gives you day-to-day, twice daily updates on Joe Lewis's legal troubles because I don't give a shit. Anyway, on admin news, as you can notice now, look at this up here. I have replaced what I found at times, quite honestly, to be embarrassing and humiliating GoFundMe with a totally legit now. I mean, it's all the same shit, isn't it? You give money for something hopefully you enjoy. But it's GoFundMe. I'm going to close that off. Thanks to everyone who helped me out there. If you want to see what difference this made to me, if you go back through the live archive, if you look for a stream, the first one, 12-hour keeping the lights on, and you see me at the beginning of that stream, that was about as bottom as it gets. And people who have helped me through this, not just by donating money, but by watching the stream, enjoying it, having a laugh, having a chat, or just watching it, you know. It's been great for me, and I hope you've had a bit of fun doing it too. And long may we continue. So there's now, instead of a scroungy hat, there's a totally legit, I'm a professional YouTuber. Look at this. Super Chats and membership now available. Now, the Super Chats, I'm assuming you know how they work. Memberships, I just cobbled up some tiers of stuff. So, you know, if you want to chip in and support what I'm doing on the channel, that'd be really tops. And if you can't, you can't, can you? You're more than welcome to just, you know, hang around and have a laugh, you know. So we'll see how we go with that. Now, here we go. Back to Tottenham news. Apparently, Davison Sanchez is expected to say no to Spartak Moscow. Who'd have thought that, eh? Who'd have thought that? I mean, fair play. I mean, he's not the best defender. Well, he's barely a defender. He's barely a footballer. But I wouldn't be sending him to Moscow. Come on. Now, Lily White Rose has pointed something out interesting out here. See if you can spot this. If it shows up, or will they materialise? Come on, boys. Come on, you Spurs. Come on. Maybe this is one of those times that I've got to surprise it. Aha. No, the boys are shy. Well, what he found out, what he saw was on the Tottenham Hotspur versus Lion City Sailors. There you go. You can't really see it, but there you go. On that poster, professional. So you can tell I'm a professional now. And I'll leave this up for a few days or whatever, and then I'll just get rid of it. So it's all nice and clean again. On the Tottenham Hotspur versus Lion City Sailors poster, you've got James Maddison, Heung-min Son, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and Giovanni Lo Celso, which is an interesting mix. You can watch it on Spurs Play. I think I might be able to find another way of doing that tonight. So there you go. Now, there's been a little bit more on the Davinson Sanchez, Commissar Sanchez. The last word on Spurs saying, where's this come from? Guardian Sport, reputable. Not like the clown. And was it the Telegraph or the Mail that claimed that Joe Lewis was putting pressure on Daniel Levy? You better sell Kane if he doesn't sign. He said this 3 or 4 days ago. Now, I'm no lawyer, as you well know, but when an indictment's made public, usually there's a bit of preamble and the person who's in the dock will get a bit of warning, either to state their case or something like that. So I'm pretty sure Joe Lewis was a bit more concerned about not spending a 10 stretch in Chokey down at Arkham Asylum than farting around, faffing around with a player he's probably never heard of at a football club he barely is aware that he even owns. So there you go, Fleet Street meathead hack. 1-0 to Tottenham, 1-0 to the people. Anyway, the Premier League will discourage its clubs from doing business with their Russian counterparts. After it discouraged? What does that even mean? After it emerged that Tottenham Hotspur had agreed a deal with Spartak Moscow for central defender Davinson Sanchez. Spurs would have still had to prove to the UK government that Spartak Moscow's money for a deal for Sanchez had not come from a source hit with sanctions due to the war with Ukraine and could have faced legal issues. I mean, can we do anything right sometimes at Tottenham? I mean, can you blame me for wanting to focus on the football with all these shenanigans and people getting banged up and it's just all too much for me, man. And then also Spurs Web. I like this quote. Ange did his press conference. I got it out. I saw it on Beanie Man Sports. Had it, probably Chris Cowlin and We Are Tottenham TV have got it out by now. But this is Ange on Pape Matar and if he's in his plans. And this is what Ange said. Absolutely, what a player. He never stops smiling. What else do you want from a footballer? And just as an interjection here, because Ange has said this. He said he wants players to be happy because they're getting to do what they love every day for a job. They've got to be happy doing it. So smiling's good with Ange. He's outstanding and he's always happy. I've seen plenty of outstanding players who are fairly miserable. He's a great talent. That part really excited me at the moment that we have a clutch. That part really excited me at the moment that we have a clutch with Destiny, Pappy and Skippy. Okay, what a talented and very exciting group we've got there. There's some real growth there for us, apart from establishing a team that can make an impact straight away. Good old, that was Alistair Gold tweeting that, or quoting that. Now Alistair Gold has done a whole story on the Joe Lewis thing. I started reading it, I just got bored with it. So as I say, I'm not going to be your man for up-to-date financial legal shenanigans, but I mean, you know, there's bound to be the odd thing that we've got to chat about. Now, I'm waiting for team news to come out. Maybe if one of you lovely people could tip me the wink, I'll just have a quick look here. See if it's out yet. I'm going to go till for about another 40 minutes. Just having a look here. And then I'll just come over to you lovely people in the chat. Oh, okay. Okay, well, all right. Well, here's a thing. So let me see if I can work out how to do this. I gave this a practice go. So bear with me. Of course, Opera Browser has just done an update, hasn't it? Why have you just done that now? I didn't. Don't swear, Paul. You're a professional YouTuber now. Keep it tight. I think you can get rid of it. You can say shit, but I think if you throw a few too many F's in, get a bit, you know. But I had a look through my list of stuff that's gone through already, and about 1 in 5 of my streams gets knocked off, so I can accept that. If I feel like swearing, I will. Now, let me see. Now if I bookmark it here, there we go. I'll bookmark it here. There we go. And then if I go onto my computer, as if by magic, there it is. It worked. All right, so I can now go over, open image and new tab. Let's just get that up on its own. No, it doesn't fit, does it? Yeah, it kind of fits. There we go. All right, now let's get your thoughts on this. Whoa, there we go. So who have we got here? We've got Vicario, Pedro Porro at left back, right back. Romero left centre back, Davies. I'll start again. Vicario goalkeeper. That's easy. Pedro Porro right full back. Romero right centre back. Davies left centre back. Udogi left full back. Then you've got Sarr, Basuma and Maddison in midfield. Kulusevski, our skipper, Captain Kane up front with Heung-min Son. Now that team was kind of one of the other day Ange played an 11v11 game, all Spurs players, and this was one of the teams. So I'm getting mildly excited about this at the moment. I mean, Davies is the obvious weak link in it, but even so, I mean he can do a pretty standard, and I'm not saying don't buy a centre back, pretty standard job at centre back. So we might be all right. And I'll just have a look at the subs because I can't read it on that screen. Austin Royale, Regulon, Dyer, Tanganga, Skip, Lo Celso, Højbjerg, White, Perisic, Divine, Solomon and Richarlison. So, well, Sanchez is, he's trying to escape the Iron Curtain in the back of a Trabant going over checkpoint Charlie, I reckon, as we speak. All right, now, so there's the lineup. I'll come over to you lovely people in the chat. I don't think it's going to be huge tonight, but and I'll keep an eye just in case someone does do a super chat, because I want to make sure that it shows up right on this gizmo stuff that I'm using. None there I can see at the moment, which is cool. I'm not, trying to force the point. I just want to make sure that if someone does a super chat, I don't miss it. That's all. Let me have a look here. All right, okay, that's my work done. There you can just see how far we can keep going together here. Oh, I'll take the line up off in a minute, but you might want to be looking at that, folks. So I'll leave it there for you. All right, here we go. Yossarian off the blocks straight away, as he has done quite often. Evening, Paul. Evening, hippies. How's the weekend? How's the weather in Singapore? Well, I did look actually, and it's sunny. It's sunny because it's not rainy season in Singapore. That's November time. So we've just gone across the equator. So yeah, the weather looks great, man. Probably humid as hell. 28 degrees, sunshine with a bit of cloud cover. How's that? It's like for a detailed thing. Say no more, go. Hello, g'day, man. Nice to see you. Terry says, sunshine daydream. Something is happening here. There's battle lines being drawn. What? Oh wow, okay, that was like Homer's Iliad there, Terry. Come on, you Spurs, with a fine coda at the end. Daniela Zito, we need a win and centre backs. Yeah, man, we sure do. We sure do. Lewis is worth upwards of 5 billion US dollars. I thought it was Google. I thought it was more than that, but yeah, I mean, like I say, it doesn't interest me, that kind of stuff, you know. I mean, okay, if he gets found guilty of this, because he did rip off rich people, so you get punished for that. But I mean, who else has he not ripped off? So whatever. I just yeah, yeah. You know, when you're sorry I'm saying here. I just keep thinking about Joe Lewis, the brown bomber. Yeah, when I was Googling for news earlier, I did spell it the boxer way, man. And I went down a bit of a Joe Lewis Joe Lewis rabbit hole, which was much more interesting than looking at that old toad. Terry, he won't spend a penny if there's nothing in for him. Well, he's going to be spending his money on legal counsel. No centre backs for Tottenham, but he's going to get the best lawyers in the job to just string it out. I mean, it's only an indictment, so the case will be a year away, and then there'll be loads of fannying around with that, and then there'll be appeals. I mean, the guy's 86 as well. What's the odds on, no? What's the odds on? He turns up to the courtroom like in a Zimmer frame and a mask, and he's suddenly overcome all feeble like they tend to do when they have to go to court. Courtitis. That's what it is. Barbaric Disdain. Hey Paul, this club never fails to provide us with negativity. The most disgusting part of this is planting an image of an 86-year-old Lewis. Yeah, dude, man, you've done it again, man. Yeah, paying his lovers. The way they had to it, and not even just lover. It's lovers. It's plural, man. I mean, but, you know, he has got a nice personality, apparently. So it's no surprise, is he? No surprise. I'll just take the team lineup off for a second here. No surprise, he's, you know. Philip White, are you going to keep us up to date with the Spurs game tonight? No, man. I'm probably just going to go for another half hour if there's enough chat to keep going. But when games are on, I just like to chill out and watch them. I've said this before, but I'll say it because you're asking the question. I've done a couple of watch-alongs on other people's channels, and I can't really get into it that much because I'm mainly listening to them for entertainment, and I like to just watch a game. If I've got to switch a bit of my brain on that thinks, you know, I've got to be a bit entertaining or whatever, I won't enjoy the game as much. I'm not saying it will never happen, but not for this game, man. Not for this game. It will be. It's my bedtime when this game's on. I'm an old fart. I follow the sun. The sun goes down, and I start getting sleepy. But I'm sure Irish Hotspur might be doing it. Let me just have a look. Irish Hotspur is always the guys I listen to for watch-alongs. Let's have a look here. They got anything scheduled? Yes, they do. Yep. So they're going to be starting in about 26 minutes' time. And they'll be doing a bit more build-up and stuff. So that'll time it quite right. Me finishing there and everyone going over there. I'll be following as well. Barbaric Disdain, on a positive note, for the first time in 23 years. What are you going to say, man? What are you going to say? I barely read. I don't want to read it. It's going to be a bad image. For the first time in 23 years, Lewis will be buying decent defence. Oh no! Okay, that's it. I thought he was going to go on about the lovers again. Hey, but that's I haven't heard it put that way, man. That's good. You should trademark that one. Brilliant. Barbaric Disdain was first with that one that I've seen anyway, because I knew team and defence. But I didn't join the dots, man. I didn't join the dots. It's even the same word. And I didn't join the dots. Echo. Peace, man. Nice to see you. Looks like Saab, Basuma, and Madison in midfield. Yeah, let's get that back up again. I'm excited about that midfield, man. I think it's it'd be really cool to see them play 45 minutes together. Really cool. I hope the Sailor City Lions give us a bit of a go. You know, it'd be nice if they came out and had a pop at us a bit. We will see. I don't want to just be taking on weenie bins like West Ham were the other night. West Ham, they looked like it was like Spurs 2023 versus Spurs 2022, wasn't it? Except they won. But we did win games last night when we were playing like arse, so, you know. 24Z, g'day, man. Any breaking news? Any more news? Yeah, I like the team as well. Like, okay, Davies obviously, but it's not like, well, I mean, he's in the team, I think, for a reason. I think he's better than Dyer, and he's better than Tanganga at that position. Not good enough, admittedly. Yeah, we do need centre backs. We do need signings, but like Ange said, he's not frustrated. Even though I think, who was it, Sava or someone said it, or Ange is frustrated already. He said, no, I'm not frustrated. So I don't know where he got that from, but he said, I'm not frustrated. Because football's not like buying stuff off Amazon with daily deliveries. So, you know, he's all cool, man. Echo, thumbs up the stream. Thumbs up to you. Yeah, there we go, man. Let's get rid of the team there. Dooby. Get that up. Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing. Here we go. Lunch break over. Lunch break over for Echo. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right, now let's have a look. See if there's see if there's anything more happening. Oh, it's be a quick stream. Hey, how many people are in here watching? I think it was about 10 or something. Wasn't there? It's not that many. Oh no, 28. There's loads. That's a lot for me. Hello, everyone. Nice to have you here. I'm a proper YouTuber now, so you can do super chats and membership and stuff if you want to. You know, I'm not going to twist anyone's arm. All right, let me have a look at Twitter, see if there's anything new coming out here. Blah blah blah. Oh, here we go. There we go. Where is he? Oh, I never done it. The money was just resting in my account. That's all it was, man. Joe Lewis there, that's his defence. Oh, we got a new tweet notification from Tottenham. Is it just another picture of the stadium? Ah, it's the boys. Oh, no, let's take the sound off. Yeah, there we go. We get some ghostly figures, can we? There we go. Whoa. There we go. They're just walking down a corridor, walking either side of a camera. How about that? Oh. Wow. All right, now I'm just going to click this because I think I've had my first super chat. So I'm just going to click it to see what it all looks like. Is that a super chat, is it? Oh, it looks like one. Okay. So it's showing up over here or something as well. So I'm using this weird stuff. I've cobbled it together a little bit. But it's Mike Toe. Does it come up? Oh, it comes up with the thing in there. It works. Hooray. I'm more relieved. Not just getting a super chat, but the whole system has carried it through. Mike Toe, g'day, man. Thanks for the super chat. Keep up the good work. No worries, man. Thank you very much. You're down in Hotspur hippie history as the first ever super chat. The first honorary member of the commune. Maybe that's what I should call the membership thing, because everyone talks about armies and families and all that. I don't want any of that. I just want people to do what they want. A commune. But even that applies bondship that we don't really have over the internet. Anyway, thanks, Michael. Thanks for testing it out. Cool. Yasarian. All right, here's Yasarian's battle plan. Here we go. Back to tactics. Here we go. Right, boys, this is what we want. Let's get at least 75 possession, upwards of 35 shots on goal, 20 of those on target, 5 goals and concede 1 tonight. Perfect, man. Perfect. If only we could script football like that. Boy, if you could, no one would watch it, I suppose. Wonder if Ange changes out the full team at half-time again. I saw somewhere I don't know if it was reputable or not, that he does intend to do a full team change at half time. So I think so. And I don't blame him, actually, because he's been a football manager for like 30 years and I haven't. I'm just sitting on the couch, man. So, but yeah, it's a good plan. 75% possession, man. Whoa, that's a lot. It's even more than West Ham. 35 shots on goal. Well, we had 30 about the other week, didn't we? We had a few on target. But let's see how we go. It's exciting. Barbaric disdain. I've seen many different opinions. For me, I think Sanchez is well within his rights to reject Moscow. What's your thoughts? Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like I say, as a player, I've got no real regard for him. Like as a human being, as a person, no, even though he's incredibly wealthy for not doing much. I wouldn't send a country to a country that's actually doing war, you know what I mean? That's a big step. A country at war. No, I'm quite... there's no bloody way. Who's going to go to Moscow right now when, like, dugga and tanks and God knows what? No way, man. No way. So, I hope he does reject it, really. I know that's a pain in the neck for us, but, you know what I mean? Oh, Barbaric disdain. Let's see how Simon Jordan defends Tottenham after this bombshell. That's quite an interesting point, isn't it? Because Simon Jordan, you can see it so obviously when he talks on Talk Sport. He's got a higher opinion of people the more money they have. That's all it comes down to with Simon Jordan. So, like, Todd Bowley's bloody brilliant. Daniel Levy's pretty good as well. When you get to, I don't know, maybe some championship side owners, nah, they're no good. They're no good because they're not rich. They're not loaded with money. It's all Simon Jordan cares about, man. So, but they'll all be having it. I don't. They'll be wringing their hands at Talk Sport and in all the papers like the Daily Mail. I don't know how the Daily Mail still exists. Actually, I really don't. I don't know how that paper people can even buy it. But they'll all be wringing their hands, throwing up more shit about Spurs and Tottenham and all this, but I just don't think it affects us that much, really. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I suppose the most drastic thing is the Premier League will say, naughty Joe Lewis, sell the club, and then some other rich idiot will buy it, and life goes on, doesn't it, Mountain Bushman, Stema, Evonista, dobro. All right, now, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. I'll try and pad it out for another 25 minutes. We've still got people watching, have we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have. All right, hello. There's even more people now. Hello. Did a really good fun stream with Jacob from United Spurs of America this morning. I do enjoy going on that channel and just talking rubbish with him, so it's worth popping over to United Spurs of America and giving him a like and a sub if you so wish, because I like popping up there. It's good fun. There we go. I can't even find Twitter. They haven't changed the logo to an X yet. Okay. So if we've got any new news. Oh, people are having a field day. Like, as I'm going through Twitter, I'm seeing all the yellow and gold stuff. Just going, I use yellow and gold because it's my old band, by the way. Me and Mountain Bushman. It's our band. Son Space Music Collective. And our colours were on Mountain Bushman's suggestion. And I think it was a very wise choice. Purple and yellow. So I've carried on using it. Barbaric disdain. Daily Mail, I used to I used to respect you until you used that profanity. I know, man. Yeah, who was that? Who was the Daily Mail guy? Lord. It wasn't Beaverbrook, it was someone else. The one who had quite a shining to pre-war Germany, if you know what I mean. God. I mean, why didn't they just close the paper up after that? JR, hello. Good evening from Melbourne. How dare we have actual football to take away from controversy? Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's match day, though, isn't it? It's match day. I can't help but be excited every time. Every time Tottenham just kick me in the bollocks. I just think, but there's a game of football on tonight, and I can just snuggle up under a blanket and cheer and shout and swear all by myself. I'm looking forward to it, man. That's right, yeah, all these indictments. What am I going to do about that, eh? You know. Let me just bring up the old lineup again. Now, who are the subs? Does anyone see anyone notable missing from the subs bench there? Because there were some missing last in the cancelled game with Leicester. So Solomon, no, he's in there. Dyer, Tanganga, Sanchez is trying to escape the KGB and Stasi and whatnot. Just remember, keep speaking Russian. Don't cock it up like they did on The Great Escape. Good luck. Oh, thank you very much. Oh no, rats. White, Perisic, Divine. I can't see anyone. Who are we missing? Because we've got like 50 players. So why can't I count? Substitutes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 30. So that's 24. So there's 11 players missing somewhere. Oh dear, oh dear. I can barely keep a grip on the football. Spurs side. How wonderful to have a Spurs hippie. Well, you know, it's the meeting of worlds. Because Tottenham Hotspur, of course, we keep forgetting this, but it is the greatest team the world has ever seen. And yeah, I've kind of like backed out from society. So, Barry Disdain is on the money. Now, yeah, I did spot this name missing from the game against Leicester. Yes, man, you're right. Jed Spence. Now, what is the story with Jed Spence? I might have a look at this. Has he got one of those mysterious back injuries, or you know, is he legit injured or something? Because you know, my patience is wearing a bit thick. Well, it's a bit rough, isn't it? Jed Spence. Let's have a look here. Jed Spence, top. Doopy doop doop doo. Blah 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 blah. No, can't see he's injured. So he's on his way out, isn't it? He's bon voyage. Spursy, can we ask Joe Lewis what the score is for a bet? Yeah, well, he likes a bet. He likes a bet. That's where he made some of his money. I mean, it's all dodgy stuff, isn't it? It's all dodgy. All of these characters are dodgy as hell. Who's the poor bugger that got carried off? There was wasn't Austin Dealey, was it? Was it Dealey? Oh, Alfie Whiteman. Thank you. God, I love it, you lot, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, I mean, look at me. Do I look like a fully functioning member of society with a brain? So it's nice that you can keep me informed of what's going on. Yeah, Alfie Whiteman was carried off. I didn't look for an update on him. Alfie. All of our young players are called Alfie for some reason, aren't they? Bad injury. There was talks about it being his knee, wasn't there? That was it. But it just says, yeah, he was stretchered off and no more news. So, you know. Oh, now. Yasu. Hello there, Tassaronis. G'day from Belmore. Disappointed game not shown in Sydney RSL clubs. Well, you know, if I know a thing about the rampant corruption that's going around RSL clubs, I'm not surprised, man. It's not on anything. It's on Paramount Plus for like, I don't know, $5 million or something like that. But apart from that, you've got to, you know, look in under bricks, get the wood lice out of the way, and then you might find a way of finding it. But I'm very surprised to see you here, Tass. G'day. You've come to visit my new career. All right, let me have a quick look at more news here to see if there's anything happening here, because I think the old chats have dried up. I think we've all gone on this journey together, and maybe it's time we went our separate ways, which is fine. You know, I'll be back in, I don't know, it's a few hours, isn't it? It's in the morning, whenever I get up, basically, which, well, this morning was at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Tass is awesome. Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't look stressed, eh? Oh, dear. I'll just have a quick look on Twitter before we round it up, unless anyone's got any thoughts, comments that they'd like to share. And once again, thanks to Mike for that first super chat. That's quite a little milestone. There's memberships available for, I don't know, it's just basically if you want to support the channel. There's various tiers there, including a Take the Piss tier, just in case you're Joe Lewis. But, you know, they're all pretty much the same. Captain, okay, so, Wednesday, have we got cricket starting tonight, have we? I'm seeing a lot of, just on a sidetrack about the cricket, I'm seeing all this hoo-ha about, the Ashes shouldn't be awarded if it's a drawn series, and, you know, they should get rid of this rule that a team has to win it outright to take it off someone. I mean, what are they on about, these people? And it's not just English people saying that. I saw an Australian journalist say that. An Australian journalist say, well, we shouldn't be awarded the Ashes if it's a draw. As in the Australians. I know my nationality's all over the place, bear with me. But, yeah. Is it on tonight? Is it on now even? No. 27th, hang on. Starts tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, well, there's sport, and more sport. Hey, that's good. All right, let's just have a quick look at the old Twitter. Just make sure there's no people breaking their legs, walking down the tunnel like half our players do. I forgot the official Tottenham statement on Joe Lewis being under the cosh a little bit. Tottenham's comment to the media earlier today. This is a legal matter unconnected with the club, and as such we have no comment. What a surprise, eh? It would be more funny if they came out and said, it's a witch hunt. Wouldn't you love Tottenham to come out and do something bonkers like that? It's a witch hunt. Oh, dear. All right, folks. Well, you know what? I think that'll do us all for now. And so what I'll do before I go is I'm going to try and get this thing... oh, no, I can't do it. But pop on over to the Irish Hotspur for the watch along if you want somewhere. I mean, loads of places do the watch along. Horses for Courses, that's the ones I usually listen to. So I'll be listening to Dave and Jack and maybe Shawnee in there as well, giving their expert analysis. And it's a lot more fun than hearing some Arsenal idiot do the commentary who doesn't know what he's talking about. So I will bid you adieu for now, and I'll just say peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.